And gentlemen, hello and welcome to Endless Space. My name, of course, is Albert Potato, and I am joined by the amazing, the wonderful, the talented...
Just let me speak.
Oh,
Jacob Bennett. There we
go. I was giving you such a hype up. You should have totally taken it. You should have been like, yes, my name's Jacob Bennett, and we're going to be playing Endless Space today.
Is that your best impression of me?
No, that is not.
Yes, viewers, we are playing Endless Space, and that was the poorest impression of my voice that you can ever see.
No, that was not an impression. If it was an impression, I would make sure to offend you.
You did.
Anyway, yeah, can you tell us a little bit about Endless Space? What is the game? What are we doing? What's the plan for today?
Endless Space is a turn-based strategy game where you are an empire and you capture planets and systems.
Sweet. I think that pretty much sums it up, to be honest.
Yes. So kind of on the same version of Civ, but you may also have heard of Endless Legend, which is
same people. Yep.
the ground version of this game.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks really awesome, and we've played it a bit. We've had a couple of practice matches. We know roughly how it works. You know a lot more than I do. I just like to put that out there.
Yes, I got it like very soon after it came out. So
yeah.
Yeah, there is also an expansion pack called Disharmony. I don't have it yet. I'm planning to get it, and then that will add a ton of stuff to the gameplay.
Exactly, and so it's going to be totally awesome. And yeah, we're both playing as default races, even though you can make your own custom factions. And I think that that's probably something that we could do in another video, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We could play as custom factions. But anyway,
let's start the game.
The countdown timer.
Okay.
Right now, this countdown timer, I have a real problem with
because it starts from 10 seconds.
It starts from 10 seconds, and it says "get ready" in the middle. I mean, what sort of countdown timer actually does that? I'll tell you, right? None apart from this one. Annoys me to no end.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I think I mention it every single time we play.
Yes, you do.
Hate that countdown timer. Hate that countdown timer.
Uh-huh.
But anyway. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Right. So you're the one who's learning, so why don't you go through how it works?
Okay,
and
awesome.
I'll correct you every single way I can.
Okay, so this is our home system. My home system is called Cran. It's pretty cool. This is the entire map, this little galaxy area that we've got. This is the notification area, this is the end turn button, and this is the button that scrolls through the useless ships button. This is the Empire screen where you can deal with all your star systems because you can colonize different star systems. This is how much food they produce, production they produce, science they produce, and dust they produce. We'll go into that a little bit later. This is the tax rate. As you can see, the more tax you put on your people, the more happy they are. I mean, look at this approval. This is a star system approval, and this is entire empire approval.
Yeah, so the tax rate, as it decreases, it increases approval. As it increases a dust multiplier, where dust is like money.
Yep. Dust is effectively cash in this game, and it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. I'm playing as a scientific race. You are playing as a
production race.
I
am the sowers.
The sowers, indeed you are. This is the research tree, the tech tree, which we are going to go into a lot more detail. It works just like Civilization or Endless Legend or pretty much any turn-based strategy game, I think. Isn't that right?
So there's like 4 different tech trees. You can't just specialize in one because you need bits from all of them to like keep thriving.
To succeed, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is the military one. Well, this is diplomacy and trading. This is the galactic warfare. This is the exploration and expansion, and this is the applied sciences. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. If you've ever played any semblance of a turn-based strategy,
that involves research.
However, though, something that involves research. However, what's interesting is the hero sort of system. You'd probably agree that the hero system is one of the most unique.
Oh yeah, it is. Like
unique in the game.
Civ has nothing on this game.
Civ has nothing in comparison to heroes. So effectively what heroes are is you can assign them to either a system, like my home system of Cran, or you can assign them to a fleet, like my little
scout ships.
Like my little procreator or investigator.
And
so that's my scout
each
ship,
hero has 2 classes, and there are several classes. So Commander, Pilot, and Adventurer are more focused on putting into fleets. So I've got a really good hero which is both pilot and commander, so that's probably going to be the admiral of my main fleet.
Yep, I do too.
However, I do not have any corporate or industrial type heroes, so I can't put a governor anywhere.
Ah, well, I do. I have an administrator, so he's great for faster construction and food production, used mostly as a governor in star systems. So I'm actually going to hire him in a couple of turns.
Yes.
In a couple of turns, I will hire him, and yeah, we'll go to the next turn, and yeah, that's a turn over.
Yeah.
No research selected. We have not selected any research. What an amateur mistake.
There are also like more features such as the military screen and diplomacy screen, but we'll get into that later when we get to that point.
Yeah. I think I'm going to open up with soil xenobiology because this gives us some very, very important sustainable farms technology, which is good on desert, Arctic, arid, and tundra. And I think.
Yeah, I should also.
We're on a Terran. In fact, no, I'm not going to really need that. Although, yeah, alien grafting, that's going to be really, really great for us.
Yeah.
Not so much. This, not so much. But alien grafting is going to be really, really essential. And then probably after that, we're going to go into N-way fusion plants because that gives you a fantastic little early game production bonus. So that's going to be great. That's my plan anyway. What's your plan?
Beat your face in.
Oh, I forgot to set scouting. Beat my face in. Well, I think not. So our investigator, we're going to send our investigator out to automatically explore the galaxy, and he's going to go and find some stuff, hopefully, and fingers crossed we can actually colonize some planets relatively soon. We're also going to send our colony ship out. Oh, wow.
What'd you get?
Straight away we have found... I found a small Terran, a medium Terran,
Oh,
large,
you lucky person.
a large jungle with a shattered crust, which is pretty good. So this is a pretty good system, actually, and we're probably going to colonize this straight away.
Yeah.
I think, without a shadow of a doubt, the medium Terran is, an Earth-like planet, so we're going to go for that straight away.
So Terran, jungle, and ocean-type planets. I've got a jungle here.
Jungle's good.
Yeah, so Terran, ocean, and jungle don't give you any approval negative modifiers, like arid and barren. The approval modifier is the pink thumbs up kind of thing.
Yep. Totally.
However, as the sower, I can colonize any planet without having to research anything.
Wow.
However, if I don't research them, I have to get I get a penalty to how many FIDs, which is the sum of the resources I get, until I research a tech.
Yeah, so that is your specific sort of trait.
No, it's a trait that any race can have if you build them correctly.
Well, yeah, but that's your race's trait. What I mean to say. And empire-wide factors. This is so faction traits are your sort of basic thing that you can build your race on.
Yes.
So I have plus 30% science from trait, and I have plus 10% from the tax rate. So, and I also have plus 4 moving speed from Empire and plus 2 from the faction trait. So, once you build your own sort of colony, or what is it called, a race. Once you build your own race, you'll sort of understand what it's all about.
My ships are slower, which is not good. So they have -1 parsecs, which is kind of bad.
That's not detrimental.
However, we are optimistic, so we get plus 10 approval on every system.
That's quite nice, I suppose, isn't it?
It's very nice. Yeah.
I am in currently the system view screen, and effectively this shows us our production crew. Production crew? What am I on about? Our production queue. And yeah, as you can see, I'm currently building evolved soils. It's a good starting one to go off on every planet. If you go into here, then you can click exploitation options. It just gives you a little boost. It's not huge, but it's going to speed up my growth rate a little bit, so that's kind of nice. I've set that to be built on every planet. I'm also building public-private partnerships after that, which is +1 science per person on the planet. It does cost a little bit of money to maintain, but as you can see, we've got more than enough money. We're getting 10 per turn, and actually, I think we're going to go ahead and hire our first hero.
Ah.
Yes, it is good, and we're going to assign to system.
Interesting.
System of Cran.
So I'm getting +2. That's.
Oh, let's go for it.
So I'm getting +2 dust to turn. So it's not going to be good for me to be able to buy a hero yet.
No,
Which is not good.
Only +2 dust.
Yeah. And since my starting planet was a tundra due to my race, yeah, I'm kind of left at a disadvantage.
Well, that's the way life is sometimes.
Because I can't use a growth exploitation because it's not suited. So on every planet that you colonize, you can have a exploitation specific to them. And if you hover over each exploitation, you can see the effects. So evolved soils gives +1 food per person on jungle, ocean, and terran, and then +1 per person on the planet. However, I've decided that in industrial zones, which is the one that gives extra industry, is better because it gives +1 industry per person on tundra. As my home planet is tundra, I went for that.
I think I just lucked out.
Yes, you did.
In a major way.
You have Terran planets. However,
No. I don't know what happened, right? But I just researched non-baryonic particles, right? Which, if you're aware, gives you the magnetic field generators, which is +40 science on each system. Which at the moment I only have 14 science per turn. So
how did you get now non-baryonic particles, which gives?
Must have been a random event that I just clicked past. I think
that's impossible since you are not allowed to get tech that's. I start with your video.
I start with 3 techs. I start
with
okay,
that makes
isolation
sense.
shields, PEV scale something, neural robots. So I think I got pretty lucky there. I would say it's not too shabby. But yeah, I would say I'm in an alright position. It's obviously pretty difficult to tell at the start of the game, isn't it? I mean,
yes, it is.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all.
So, on nearly every planet, there are not nearly every planet, as you can see from my screen, but there are anomalies. Some are good, which are highlighted in green, such as metallic waters, which gives approval and industry. There are some others which are which are orange, which are minor negative,
which are kind of good but kind of awesome at the same time, you know.
Yeah, they minus something but they plus something as well. You can get tech so that you get rid of the negative part of it, and then there are ones which are just negative, such as, for example, this high gravity. It does nothing to benefit me, but later on in the game I can research a technology that allows me to get rid of it.
It's so great. It's such an awesome game, and you can really do. There's a really big sense of scale. I mean, you know, we're sort of playing around in a spacey environment, and you can research literally any tech you want. It's pretty crazy.
Right, I have finished exploring my entire constellation. Constellations are separated by wormholes, as you can see by these wispy strands compared to these complete lines. The only way to go through wormholes is you have to research applied Casimir effect, which gives the improvement total hull integrity, which unlocks space travel via wormhole. Yeah,
so currently we're not very equipped to go through the wormhole, and it's going to take us quite a while, I would say, to get to to the advanced Casimir effect. But you know, obviously there is an advantage for the person that gets there first, because you can go through the wormhole and explore
and colonize
the system and colonize before anybody else does. Exactly, that's just it. So that's kind of nice. That's great. You're working away, and you're working away too. Let's get that first. Yeah, I'm just
waiting.
I'm sorry. I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna prioritize early growth over science. Maybe that's a wise decision. Maybe it's not.
Yeah. Well, there's a very fine balance on each race as to which is the best way to go, and it's different every game because you get random spawns of planets.
You've also got to be reactive to your opponent. So my sort of build queue, if this helps you win the game, perhaps it will. I'm going sustainable farms, and then I'm going straight into heavy isotope refineries for that fantastic production bonus. I can't remember what it was, but it was quite significant for early on in the game. Yeah, plus 10 production on the star system, and then +1 per person on desert, Arctic, arid, or tundra.
I already have that research, and my capital has already built it, which is
how much production are you on?
Very
in your
nice.
capital?
Currently, my capital now has 60 production.
What? Holy cow. That is insane.
Yeah, so my race is mainly... my race is mainly built to produce.
Produce.
Yeah.
Built to produce.
Yeah, stop taking the mick out of me. But yeah, so that's nice.
Okay, I'm gonna research some of the easy techs, and I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay.
Great. And by that time, I should have some more science coming from my beautiful public-private science partnerships. Great.
I haven't got that yet.
I start with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I have it in 2 turns, but that's fine. And then
it's a nice little start of the game bonus.
Yeah. And then I probably want to go into something that will give me more dust, possibly, or I go into something that gives me more industry.
If you're looking for dust, then the tourism one I think is good. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Yes.
Xeno tourism agencies. That's a good one.
I know how to play the game.
I know. I'm just saying it for the viewers' benefit. It's okay. And then also, atemporal finance. I think if you have any planets of a certain nature. And a hero upgrade. Awesome. What am I gonna go?
I feel left out with this hero madness. So
buy your own hero.
I am, but
So
I don't know if this guy can actually do anything useful for me.
So I am going to upgrade labor, and labor is good because it means that we improve industry and food. As you can see, we go from plus 12% to plus 18%. So definitely very, very valuable to get an extra 3 labor. And yeah, no complaining about that. We completed some construction on our planets, not bad. Xenobotany, which allows us to colonize tundra planets. That's going to come in handy. And yeah, wow. Not too bad. We can colonize that one up there. Tundra, mineral rich. So we might end up going for that one actually. We'll have to wait and see. Good. Yeah. How would you say you're doing after 18 minutes of the game?
Not as well as I could do. Hang on, 18 minutes?
Yes, 18 minutes. Well, sorry, 17 and a half minutes if you want to be specific.
Wow, it's taken that long.
To do what?
We're only on turn 10.
I know. Well, turn 11 technically.
Oh yeah, because we start on 3000 AD.
Yeah, but we also had a nice little bit of banter at the start, didn't we?
No, that wasn't nice.
Wow.
You just took the mick out of me. That's what. and you're gonna pay for it.
That's not what I did.
You sir
No, I
will
didn't.
pay for it.
I didn't. Nah.
In blood.
No, not blood.
Oh, stop being sarcastic.
I'm actually allergic to blood.
Wow.
I know.
I can see how that might be difficult for you.
So I've found some luxury resources. I have no idea how luxury resources work. I think they just boost your approval a little bit.
Yes, some of them boost how much resources you get, which is nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's...
Come on, hurry up. I want my colony ship.
I'm not hurrying up. I'm gonna go as slow as I can go.
And infuriate me to the high heavens.
That's actually my goal. I'm not even joking.
You do know that won't help you.
I know, it's just gonna make you mad at me.
And then I'll just go military and attack you constantly.
How about you don't do that, and then we can be friends?
There's only 2 of us.
I know. That's all the more reason why we should be best friends. No?
Somehow, I'm not certain that's gonna work.
Please.
No.
It's not too bad.
So I could either go for this tiny arid, which has an endless wonder. An endless wonder is like something that was made by the people from before, and you can repair them, and it gives you special bonuses. So this one.
Oh, you can get a wonder victory, can't you?
No. A wonder victory is different.
Is different. What's a wonder victory then?
Oh god, that's complicated. It's at the very bottom of the exploration and expansion tech tree. If you want to have a look for yourself.
The exploration and expansion tech tree.
But yeah, so I've spotted a really good planet, and it's a really good planet because 1, it's a medium tundra, which means it has like 6 population cap, and it also has a Garden of Eden.
Ah, the Garden of Eden. Probably.
Yeah, there have been many
all-time
wars
favourite type
over
of
several
planets.
Gardens of Eden because Mr. I want Gardens of Eden for lives. Just can't cope with me having one.
I can't. I've got to have Gardens of Eden. I've got to. I just have to. It's got to be mine.
He's addicted.
I'm addicted.
No, not that way. You can.
Not the cocaine way?
No, not the cocaine
Is
way.
there any other way?
Yes.
Is there really?
Yes. The sensible way.
What?
Never
What's
mind.
the sensible way? Okay, I'm actually gonna go for that there. Great. Yeah. Wow, not too shabby actually. Not too shabby for the first 17 turns or so. Great.
Well, too shabby for me. Right, so I need to start boosting up my science.
There.
But that tech is not going to help much. What I really need is magnetic field generators from
Yeah.
non-baryonic particles.
It's
How the hell did
amazing.
you get it?
I don't know. It must have been a random event.
I'm sure you're
Discover
cheating
a random
there.
technology. It's not. How would I cheat? I literally can't code a potato. Okay, I'm not gonna know how to cheat like a massive.
What is the
space
potato the new
sim game.
iPad?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, is that what it's called?
No, it's
I
called
don't know.
Pi. God.
Pi.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Raspberry Pi,
The Raspberry Pi. Well, that's a fun fact for you, ladies and gentlemen.
which uses the Unix operating system. Well, Linux.
I thought it was a Linux kernel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Linux, but both Linux and Mac use the Unix system.
And on that fun fact, that brings us towards the end of the episode. Ladies and
that's
gentlemen,
it? Well, that was quick.
thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed all the shenanigans that have happened in this episode.
And hopefully we shall speed up. We're only on turn 17.
Oh yeah, we'll get into
We need
the
to make a
rhythm
move
things.
on.
I mean, we're explaining it to people, all right?
Okay, fine.
But we'll stop explaining it to people once they get a grasp of things. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Ta-ra.
Bye.